Auburn Blitz is now on the air, your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Monday afternoon. Welcome into another edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside David Jones. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. It could have been a better one as far as baseball and softball are concerned, but nonetheless, we are moving toward the end of the baseball season. Softball has wrapped up the regular season. They are beginning the SEC tournament. Auburn will take on Missouri tomorrow, 1 o'clock or 1:30 in the afternoon following the Auburn Blitz. As always, we appreciate all of you out there being with us today. A lot to discuss on today's show. We'd love to hear from you. Recruiting continuing to go on. Auburn in on a couple of five-star recruits in basketball, still looking for the right and some available transfers to come in and bolster the football roster as well. So anything and everything on the table today, we'd love to discuss it with you. Whatever might be on your mind, give us a call, 256-234-6221, or you can also dial us up on the Sports Blitz Facebook page, Sports with a Z, and comment away, and we'll get to as many of those as we can throughout the show today. I want to say thank you to Caleb Brooks for filling in for me on Thursday and Friday. Did a great job. You and David, David, took care of things and handled it quite well. The show is it's not broken when I've got back. That's always nice to see. I was up in Kentucky on assignment for the Kentucky Derby. And,
is that what? You didn't tell us that. That's what it. Oh, you had something to do with that.
That's true.
What a fiasco!
How about 80 to 1? $2 bet gets you $164, David. $163.60.
Wow!
For
and
$2 bet.
The aftermath with the what was the horse that was supposed to win?
Epicenter.
His trainer coming after the horse that won. Come on, dude.
I believe there was a lot of people. I believe that horse came from a stable in Bowling Green, the Epicenter that was supposed to be the favorite. So there were a lot. I was actually up in Bowling Green. There was a lot of people in that city that were really, really pulling for that horse.
I bet every TV in Bowling Green was tuned into that Derby.
No doubt.
Most of them.
But yeah, exciting race. Did you watch it?
I didn't. Here's the thing I don't understand, Andy. It was on for 5 hours.
Yes, it was.
The race lasts 2 minutes.
Most exciting 2 minutes in sport.
That's right. Well, I was at all three baseball games this weekend, so we kind of took off, went to Auburn early, and I missed it. But I sure have enjoyed reading about it. You got to love that story.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And you just don't see upsets like that very often. So,
and according to Mike Leach, that's why we should expand the football playoff.
Clearly, obviously there's a link there that only he could make. But yeah, that just goes to show you that the long shot sometimes wins, and it makes for an exciting. It certainly makes for an exciting afternoon. No doubt about it.
That's why we love sports.
That's right.
One of the reasons.
One of the reasons.
Yeah.
So we will talk about this and everything, like I said, on today's show. By all means, give us a call if you got something you'd like to discuss, or if you got some problem with David, you'd like to tell him about it. By all means, he loves to hear those kind of things. Baseball this weekend, Auburn falls to Arkansas, 2 games to 1. Look, we said Auburn was going to face Tennessee on the road and Arkansas at home, the 6 games, and it was really going to tell the tale about, this Auburn baseball team, what its prospects are moving forward, into a regional, perhaps a super regional. If they could go 3-3, if they could split, we felt like, man, that was a really great sign. They go 2-4.
Yeah.
They had opportunities, but they just could not get it done. Obviously, going on the road at Tennessee, and they played them pretty much straight up. I mean, the first game got away from them, and that was a runaway. And you had some injuries with Mullins and Burkhalter, who still has yet to pitch. But they you win game 2, you come back, you take game 3 to the ninth inning, and Tennessee they hit a home run. You give them credit, they win. But Arkansas, really good team. Auburn's bullpen, which had been one of the assets to this team, just kind of broke down.
Yeah.
It could not get it done. Could not hold the lead.
That was the case in the first loss, and in the second loss, we just didn't play very good baseball. Butch said it on his post game yesterday. Just some routine plays got away from us. Here's the other thing, Andy. Arkansas, throughout the series, when they hit home runs, there were people on base. Mm-hmm. When we hit home runs, there was nobody on base. And we're finding out that Sonny DeShera is human after all. I mean, he's still batting, 420?
Yeah.
But he has.
And he hit one off the scoreboard.
He dented the scoreboard, Brad Law said. There's actually a dent in the scoreboard from that ball. But there's a rash of strikeouts lately with Sonny, and I know he's frustrated because he's not getting great pitches to see all the time. But, Arkansas, they pitched to him. They had a good group of pitchers. They hit the ball. The disappointing thing yesterday, Andy, and you've been there at the games, the helmet guy,
Yes.
the guy that leads all the cheers. I call him the yeller, but he's technically the helmet guy because he wears a batting helmet. I think his name's Mike. He had the crowd in a frenzy in that ninth inning. We scored a run. We had first and third with Rambush up to bat. Mm-hmm. And I just knew it. I knew. I said, it's a scorcher to the shortstop, tailor-made double play. It's like taking a pin and sticking it in a balloon. I mean, everybody was just sitting there just going, baseball. So cruel.
It's the way it worked. I mean, yeah, that's a bloop double. I mean, that's the thing about Arkansas. I mean, that they had an inning where they hit the ball hard a couple of times, and then they got a bloop double, and they got 2 infield singles.
Yeah.
I mean, it was that kind of day on Sunday.
Yeah.
It seemed like that just the things were falling right for Arkansas, and they weren't falling right for Auburn. But nonetheless.
And what you said, though, before we came on the air, this is the first start that Gonzalez has really just been – they ripped into him. 9 hits in 2 2/3 innings.
Yeah.
So we hadn't seen that yet.
I mean, Mason Barnett gives you 4 great innings to kick things off, which you weren't expecting.
He looked
good. Filling in
Andy.
for Hayden Mullins. He looked really good.
I did not realize he ran it up 96, 97. Yeah, he looked really good. So there's your Friday starter.
What's the story on Mullins? Have we heard?
The only thing that I can tell you is my friend Scott Shepard, who is the chaplain for Auburn baseball, said that just pray for Hayden. It's not good.
Really?
Yeah. Now Burkhalter, I think if we'd have had the lead yesterday in the ninth, we would have seen him. The reason we didn't see him on Saturday, I think, and I can't remember who was pitching in the eighth. But
Carson Swilling.
Carson Swilling. He looked good, and Tim Hudson decided, no, he's on.
And he did. It was a good call.
He did. It was. And I think if we had – the word was that we would see Burkhalter this weekend if needed. And I think if yesterday would have been if needed, we would have seen him for an inning, but that's it. But the way it turned out, he just gets more rest.
Yeah.
Gets ready to help us in these last 2 series.
Well, I mean, yeah, and like you say, I mean, these are 2 series against, look, let's face it, I mean, Kentucky right now, not one of the best teams in the league. They are 9-15 in the conference. Alabama, 10-14 in the conference. These are 2 very, very winnable series, if not sweep possibilities. You
But
get
then
Alabama at
Kentucky
home.
but then Kentucky goes and wins the series against Tennessee.
Yeah, that's
Hopefully that's an anomaly. And they're at home.
yeah.
But you're right, Andy. These are two very winnable series coming up. You know Alabama's going to come in loaded for bear. It's the Iron Bowl of baseball. But
you want to be at your best, and you want to have your best available.
Yeah.
At this time of year, as you're moving into kind of tournament play. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens with that. But not a great weekend as far as Plainsman Park is concerned. Auburn got a midweek game against Troy, 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Then, like we said, you got one more out of conference, Samford, after the Alabama series at Kentucky, and then it's SEC tournament time there in Hoover. And if you already down a man with Hayden Mullins going out, it's nice to see Mason Barnett stand up here, because you're kind of looking to say what's going to be our strategy going into a regional. How are we going to set up the pitching staff?
Yeah.
Are you going to throw Gonzalez game one? Or are you going to keep him, hold him back like you've been doing all year as far as a Sunday type starter? Is he going to be your game two starter?
I don't think he'd be game one. Might be game two. The farther we go in that tournament, should we be fortunate enough to do that, it'll be interesting to see how they handle this, because, I mean, we definitely were let down by the bullpen this weekend for the most part. Those guys got to step it up. I still like some of them and what they're doing, but it just wasn't meant to be this weekend. But there again, I give credit to Arkansas. They're a fine baseball.
Yeah, they're top 5 team for a reason.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere. Just getting started on this edition of the Auburn Blitz. We'll be right back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Hilleby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hilleby Towers in Alexander City.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
Finding a job might be tough, but starting your new career has never been easier. Wellborn Cabinet in Ashland has a wide array of career opportunities with benefits. General labor production, skilled cabinet builders, product assembly line, shipping, over-the-road truck drivers, clerical, marketing, security, daycare, office clerks, and so much more. Apply in person, 38669 Highway 77 South in Ashland, or online at wellborn.com. Building cabinets, building careers, and building our community.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards, Manitou and Landau Tritoons, and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
From the smallest drippy faucet to drain cleaning to water heater replacement to gas lines to total systems replacement, A&M Plumbing handles it all. Visit amplumbing.net today for the experienced, licensed, and insured pros at A&M Plumbing.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
GMC Sierra 1500 AT4s, all-terrain four-wheel drives, are ready to roll now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika and discounted up to $3,800 off. And check out the GMC heavy-duty 2500s and 3500s. GMC Acadia, save up to $4,500 now with 0% financing on most new GMC models.
We have over 200 new and used vehicles on the ground or on the way. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you for about 45 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. We are brought to you each and every day by Russell Do-It Center. They got 10 locations around Central Alabama for all your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be. Go and check out Russell Do-It Center today. You'll be glad that you did. Going up and down Highway 65, saw a lot of lumber being hauled up and down there. It's like gold, lumber is these days. Yeah. And apparently gasoline, too.
What's going on with our gas, man?
I don't know. But
I just paid $4.06 at the Mapco in new site with my 3 cents off per gallon. It was $4.09. I'm going, what in the world?
Yeah, that's like a cleaning detergent. That's not gasoline. $4.09.
Yeah, exactly.
Oof, that's rough. But, yeah, and apparently, just FYI for anybody traveling up I-65, apparently they are paving about every piece of I-65.
Oh, no.
From here to Tennessee, from here to Kentucky. So about a
Did you go through Nashville?
About a 5, we bypassed Nashville,
Okay.
but about a 5-hour drive ended up taking about 8 hours.
Oh, my gosh.
Because of stops, standstills, and so it was a lot of fun.
Wow.
Now, the trip home was a little bit better than that. But
Well, I hope you had some good music or something to listen to.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. A little Willie's Roadhouse on the XM.
XM.
Yeah. So, anyway.
Can I address John Paul's
Please. I was
comment?
going to say, we got a comment from John.
Yeah, of course. Do you see Ed's comment?
Go ahead.
$5 trifecta bet at the Kentucky Derby won $75,000.
I didn't want to mention it, but that was my bet.
Wow.
I just put it on the wrong horse. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought that was your bet you're going to resign today and take a vacation. John Paul, you are correct, sir. And look, I don't like to talk about officials.
What's the call? What is the comment?
The comment was home plate umpire was sketchy yesterday. It's made some bad calls. Look, here's the deal. If a pitch just below the knees is going to be a strike, it needs to be a strike every time. I mean, I'm behind home plate, or just to the side of home plate. These pitches were in the exact same location. Some were balls, some were strikes. And the fans and both coaches, Van Horn said something. Butch Thompson, who never says it, he comes out of the dugout and chews.
I was surprised he didn't get tossed.
I think if he'd said anything else, it was almost like, I'll get tossed to get the strike zone right. But you know, you got these batters up there. They're studying these pitchers. You know if that pitch is coming, this guy's calling it a strike. I got to take a cut. Or this guy's not calling that a strike. I'm gonna spit on this pitch. They didn't know what to swing.
Well, nobody's perfect. You don't expect an umpire to be perfect, but he's
No.
got to be consistent.
Consistent.
That's all.
That's
all you ask.
And the players on both squads were just really. It's the game where I've seen the most negative body language and reaction, and even words from batters to a home plate umpire. It was just very inconsistent. So, John Paul, you are correct. It was an interesting day behind the plate for the Auburn Tigers when both coaches and multiple players had words with the umpire. Not to say that had anything to do with the game, because he was bad for both.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, I know I think in consecutive innings, Auburn, or either it was in consecutive batters in the same inning, struck out on pitches that. And Andy Burcham, he's a little, he's obviously going to wear it, and he's going to wear orange and blue glasses, and that's fine. But he said, look, this has not been a strike all game, and Rambush struck out on this pitch, on the outside corner, low in the outside corner. So
yeah, that was a bad pitch.
It was just, like I said, I mean, consistency. There has to be some consistency there, so the batter – and if you're going to call it an inch outside, that's fine. Right. But call it that way every time.
Single time. Well, that's the other thing, Andy. All these umpires have different strike zones.
Yeah.
I've been to 20 baseball games at Auburn this year. Easy. And these batters have to adjust to that. Now, if you're going to be consistent and you're going to call it like that the whole ball game, I'll adjust to it. I know what to spit on. I know what to swing at.
Mm-hmm.
But yesterday – none of them. It was Jimi Hendrix, dazed and confused at the plate.
Well, Arkansas,
so we move on.
Arkansas establishes themselves. They're at the top of the West.
Yeah.
LSU, I guess they took 2-3 from Alabama.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So they're now 14-10. A&M, Auburn 13-11. Ole Miss 10-14. Alabama 10-14, and Mississippi State 9-15. They're kind of – they did win the national championship last year. So they're kind of sitting back, I think, and having kind of a rebuilding year, it would seem.
Yeah.
They're in Stark Vegas. But that's all right. So Auburn got Troy in the midweek, and then Alabama will be coming in this weekend. That'll be a very important series. If Auburn can win that series, not to mention if they can sweep that series – they feel really good about themselves. If you can get to 16-11, if you can get to 15-12, you probably feel pretty good about yourself. But if you're 16-11 going in the final series of the year, that would be wonderful for Auburn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Talking about Auburn softball as well now. They get swept by Tennessee up in Knoxville. Just not a good weekend overall. Auburn could never really get on track. Maddie Penta didn't pitch bad, but not her typical. But it's again much of the same old story with softball. It seems like she gives up only 2 earned runs in game 1, but gives up 3 unearned runs. Yeah. Unearned runs have just been a terrible problem for this Auburn softball team throughout the whole year, and it has cost them. And for the fact that Shelby Lowe has just not been healthy pretty much all year long. She is only able to pitch once, and I don't even know how many. I don't even think she's probably got a complete game this year. So it's kind of been all put on Penta. But
3 innings and 4 earned runs in that appearance too.
Yeah, it's not going to get it done.
No.
You need 2 really, really good pitchers in order to compete in this league. And Auburn's got 1 really good pitcher now, but Lowe is really good. She just hasn't been healthy.
Yeah. Well, Coach Thompson talks all the time about playing clean baseball. That's the term that he uses. Same with softball. Yesterday 2 of our relievers came in on the baseball game, and the first batter they pitched, they hit them.
Right.
leadoff walk.
Yeah.
And the softball team did not play clean softball this weekend either, and that'll come back to bite you.
No question about it. Up against another break here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Growing your business isn't just one thing. It's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done, day after day. Visit ThompsonCat.com, your compact equipment provider.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Frontline Outfitters provides all your aftermarket parts for your cars, trucks, and as well as your professional tinting solutions for auto, residential, and commercial building. Frontline Outfitters also handles vinyl wraps, spray-in bed liners, truck accessories, LED lighting, paint correction and detailing, and much more. Make sure Frontline Outfitters of Alexander City is your first call for tinting and aftermarket solutions. Call us today, 256-409-8100.
The interstate is backed up this morning due to an accident.
So you don't like sitting still on the interstate? Get the free Algo traffic app. With Algo, you'll have the information you need to avoid problems on your route, to work, to home, to the beach. Traffic backups, wrecks, lane closures, all with current info and live traffic camera feeds. Know before you go with Algo Traffic, ALGO Traffic from the Alabama Department of Transportation. Get it today and arrive on time.
Lake Martin Garage, located on Highway 280 in Jackson's Gap, has been serving our area since 1993. From routine maintenance such as oil changes, tune-ups, and rotating and balancing your tires, to transmission and engine repair, our trained and certified mechanics will get you back on the road better than before. Need a tow? With a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week towing service, Lake Martin Garage has local and long-range pickup. Trust your vehicle needs to the professionals at Lake Martin Garage. Call 256-825-6139, or better yet, stop in and see them today. Lake Martin Garage.
Russell Building Supply and Home Center is just around the corner in a brand new convenient location with a wide selection of grills, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. The new store offers more home improvement items along with other helpful conveniences like a drive-through lumber yard and our Best Rewards program, making it an ideal destination for do-it-yourselfers and professional contractors. Get ready for game day on the plains by stocking up on all your Auburn tailgating gear at Russell Building Supply and Home Center.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
For more than 40 years, Ingram Equipment Company has helped companies, towns, and cities with their dirtiest, most challenging jobs by providing the very best equipment and by helping them keep in tip-top working condition. IEC represents leading manufacturers such as Heil garbage truck bodies, Timco sweepers, Step pothole patchers, and many more. We proudly support all athletes and teams that compete across the state and wish them good luck this year. Ingram Equipment Company, ingramequipment.net.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. About 30 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. We're brought to you each and every day by Big Fish Real Estate for all your real estate needs here in the Lake Martin area as well as down there on the coast. Give them a call today, 551-BIG-FISH, or look them up, bigfishlakemartin.com. Justin is rubbing my face in it because he drives an electric car. He's not worried about gasoline. Is that what he meant by that comment?
He's
not worried about gasoline. Yes.
Well, we'll talk to Justin when that battery goes bad and he has to spend $10,000 on a new one. So,
yeah, really. I got a couple of comments, and we'll get to a phone call.
Okay.
Julian Phillips supposed to announce this week. That's right. Ty, I think it's on Thursday, the 12th. Hopefully, it says Crystal Ball's got him to Auburn. We would love to have him there. I think that would be a great landing spot for him. Wes says, Mississippi State just played their way out of postseason baseball. But congrats to the Tigers. At least I'll be pulling for them. Long time no talk. Have a great day. Thank you so much for being with us again, Wes. Yeah, we were just talking about that. What has happened to Mississippi State? They just fat and happy about, that national title?
Wes, listen, man, that's funny. At the break, Andy, I told Andy, I said, our resident Bulldog is watching. I wonder what he thinks about Mississippi State baseball. And then you made your comment, dude. Hey, enjoy that national championship. I'm sorry things aren't going your way this year. No. But man, this weekend they're hanging all over one another. What a great environment there.
Sure.
In Starkville, and I'm sure they'll get it turned around. So
let's go to the phone line. Hey, caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Guys, how y'all doing today?
All right, Terry. How about you, my friend?
Pretty well, Randy. Andy, good to have you back, man. Hope you had a safe trip. Sorry to hear about that stuff going on I-65 there.
Yeah, well, that's all right. It is what it is.
And I don't tell you guys near enough how good a job y'all doing. I appreciate it.
We appreciate you.
Appreciate that.
Hey, Coach David. Randy, I'm waiting on you to start off on Auburn Blitz with some good news out of Auburn football. Because as I said before, football's the engine that pulls the train. Coach David, I don't know your coaching philosophy, but I played for a bunch of guys that ifs and buts were just not good excuses. They didn't want to hear it. They don't want to come in. You come in on Monday morning and you give a bunch of ifs and buts. You could use it once, but that was the limit. You had to learn from your mistakes. And that seems to be all I hear is ifs and buts. We're doing better in recruiting. We're doing this. We're doing that, but nothing concrete. And that concerns me, guys. And you said at the top of the show you got some football news. I hadn't heard you say anything yet. Is it another bunch of ifs and buts?
That's a bunch of ifs and buts, I think.
Okay.
Well, we did get the receiver right from you at Trussville, which has not played a whole lot. That was the transfer portal that I think that was coming in late last week, though, right?
Yeah, but he's not eligible for next year. Is that how that works, Andy, David, Coach David? I'm not sure.
What does he mean?
Is he eligible for next year? Because I thought the cutoff line was Sunday, May 1st.
Well, I think that was just for the guys to get in the portal. It's June 1st as far as whether they can play or not, I think.
Well, if I'm him, I wonder who's going to throw me the ball because that's as I said before, that's always the number one concern of a receiver.
That's a
and
big,
Auburn
that's a big concern.
I hope it's Robbie Ashford, quite honestly, because I think he's got the most upside. Calzada's one game wonder. Remember Casey the top 40, and they talk about the one hit wonders. You guys remember that?
I do remember that. Look, I think that I think the book's still out on Calzada. I think he's got some potential. I've seen guys at Auburn that have struggled at times, and then when the light comes on, they look like a different guy, i.e. like a Jason Campbell or even like a Ben Leard going from 1998 to 1999. But like you say,
I see what you're saying there with Jason Campbell, but do you sacrifice 3 subpar years for one great year?
I'm not saying it's ideal. I'm just saying it's happened.
Right. I agree. And guys, I heard something pretty interesting on the interview with former offensive coordinator Auburn, Al Borges, the other day. You guys realize he recruited Brian Harsin when he was at Boise?
I did not know that.
Yeah, he sure did. I heard him talk about it. I thought that was a nice little fact there.
Well, we had him on the show last week, or week before last, Terry, and what an incredible he's hilarious, and he was a very, very good offensive coordinator, and I can't wait to read that book that he's writing about the 2004 team, and we're going to have him back on the show again when the book comes out. A lot of insight on that team and those guys, so that'll be interesting.
Well, he was a fantastic coach, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't know much about him when he got hired, but that's why they're doing what they're doing. I did what I did, so. But you know, football, there's just no good news, and that's what continues to bother me. I'm glad that basketball is so successful. If I was Brian Harsin, I'd go down to Bruce Pearl's office and say, "What are you doing? Tell me, give me some advice," because obviously what Bruce Pearl's doing is working.
Well, I think the good news is that the guys that left are gone, and the guys that are still there and are coming in are buying into what Brian Harsin's doing, and that's good news to me. And like I said, we hadn't played it down yet. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and see how this next season rolls.
Well, Coach David, I can't disagree with that. You certainly give the look another year. You hope you don't blow another 28-point lead at home to a subpar team, but because 6-6 ain't going to get it down there this year. I can tell you that. And there'll be a change made if he does that. I just think that's all he is a 6-6 type coach. I think the culture's just way different in Boise, Idaho, and Auburn, Alabama. I don't think the man knew what he was getting into, quite honestly. It's a different world down here, and football is kind of almost like an afterthought. They take it serious, and they're serious-minded about it. But we know it's not only serious down here; it's a way of life.
On that, there is no debate. That's for sure.
You guys take care.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you for the call. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Lake Martin has a new car buying experience. It's the TR Group of Alex City on Cherokee Road. The TR Group has up to 100 late model vehicles to choose from and will not be beat on price, selection, or financing. With the TR Group, your selection and quality is easy and your good credit is rewarded. But we offer guaranteed financing on our inventory because your future is more important than your past. The TR Group, Lake Martin's new standard in auto sales. Located at 814 Cherokee Road, Alex City, USA.
Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom. Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
Whether you prefer bricks, clicks, or taps, there's one place built around all your needs. For whatever it is you want to do. Even if your needs change, we'll be right there with you, making it all possible. Because you never know when a new addition will come along. So walk in, log on, or tap away. Either way, Valley's built to help you do you. Wherever life takes you, we'll be right there with you.
Hey guys, this is Nate Paz with Airport Motors.
I'm Connor Branch with Fairway Auto Brokers in Opelika, Alabama.
And this is your first ever Lake Martin Summer Car Blitz.
That's right, Lake Martin. Airport Motors and Fairway Auto Brokers is teaming up for the very first Lake Martin Summer Car Blitz. Make sure to check out either website for the very best selection of pre-owned luxury trucks, SUVs, and sedans in East Alabama. Get pre-approved in minutes online and make sure to use the keyword Summer Blitz in the comments section for $500 off internet price. That's keyword Summer Blitz.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs. Or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Hey, this is Doug Roberts, long-term resident of Alexander City. I sold my house with Century 21 Lake Area Realty because all my life I had heard that to sell a house you need 3 things: location, location, location. I found out there's actually 4. You need location, 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 and Rhonda Gaskins at Century 21 Lake Area Realty to sell your house fast.
Call me today and let me go to work for you. 256-749-3644.
Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom. Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
Brubaker Motors in Montgomery is the largest and fastest growing used car dealership in the River region. You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker. It's better at Brubaker.com.
Brubaker,
You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker.
BREWBAKER. BREWBAKER.com.
It's better at Brubaker.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. Just about 2 more segments left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. Brought to you each and every day by Mortgage Pro. The Eric McKinley team, they are saving people thousands of dollars each and every year on their home mortgage. Give them a call today, 256-397-0248, 256-397-0248. That's Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team. Mention the SEC tournament. That will begin actually tomorrow, 6 o'clock, South Carolina and Texas A&M, the 12 and 13 seed. Auburn will play on Wednesday at 1:30, but things will kick off with Mississippi State and LSU, followed by Auburn and Missouri. That's the 10-7 matchup. Florida will take on the winner of South Carolina A&M. And then Georgia and Ole Miss, the 9-8 seed, will wrap things up there. The tournament taking place in Gainesville on campus at Florida this season. So if Auburn wins, they'll get to play Alabama, which is not really a bad thing right now because Alabama's not playing great.
They're not playing well right now.
They lost, lost 2 or 3. They didn't play well, although they beat Mississippi State. They didn't play that well, and then they lost 2 or 3 somehow to Texas A&M, who's not a very good team at all. And then I think they took 2 or 3, but they lost 1 to Missouri. So they're definitely beatable. If Auburn maybe can get hot and maybe the bats can get hot, certainly you got a chance. But nonetheless, that'll the first game they play 1:30 SEC Network on Wednesday, Auburn and Missouri, the 10-7 seed.
Well, Andy, 2 things. First of all, I think we're a pretty good softball team.
Oh,
We're the 10th seed. That just shows you the strength of this league.
No, there's no question.
And the other thing, I'm glad to see that those of us who are softball fans can watch the entire tournament on the SEC Network on my 70-inch big screen in my living room.
I think Auburn and Alabama baseball, 2 of the 3 games are going to be on the SEC Network.
Is that right?
I think so.
Well, I'll be at Friday.
I think it's Friday and Sunday.
Okay. I will not be able to watch Sunday. I've got a music gig, but I will be in Plainsman Park on Friday and Saturday, and cheering the Tigers on. That's good. I mean, I don't understand why more baseball games aren't on ESPN2 and the ESPN U. It's been rare to this point.
Yeah. ESPNU, that is an oddity.
So,
but
and surely SEC Network's going to cover the baseball tournament as well.
Right.
SEC.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
Also, Auburn also got some really good news. I'm kind of catching up on this. I've been out of pocket for a couple of days, but Suni Lee coming back to Auburn for a sophomore season. That's
how about that?
I think that's good for both. Clearly, I think Auburn has benefited greatly from Suni Lee being a part of the program, and I think she's benefited from coming to Auburn.
Absolutely. Hey, good luck getting a gymnastics ticket next year.
Yeah.
Again.
Also, that Darian, is it Goborn?
Goborn.
Goborn.
Yeah.
she's coming back for a 5th year. I guess this is a COVID type year, an extra year for her. So she was phenomenal too. They kind of make a dynamic duo there for Auburn gymnastics. But those two come back. I would probably, if you get a chance, I would definitely get out to see a gymnastics meet next year at Auburn. That's turned into quite a big deal because this is probably going to be the last time to go around for Miss Lee.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I imagine she will turn her attention to Olympic training after this. So
that's right.
That'll be really cool.
And Andy, tack on the like basketball, tack on the additional expectations. I mean, we just finished 4th. We finished in the final
national
4.
champion. I mean, what? It's national championship or bust, David.
I wasn't going to say. Thank you for saying that, Andy. I didn't want to say that, but I mean, where would you rather be? I mean, it's a great opportunity for Auburn gymnastics. Auburn gymnastics is on the map.
Yeah.
And
try to take them now. You finished 4th out of 4, but you made it to the final 4.
Yeah.
Now I mean, you got a goal to try to beat. So
and then the entire country, or the entire world, fell in love with Suni Lee in the Olympics, and then for her to end up at Auburn. You know, it's like we were kidding off the air one day. I said she's probably got not one but two bodyguards, one on either side of her when she walks through campus. I mean, you can imagine the hype. But what a great thing for Auburn athletics and for Auburn gymnastics in particular.
And something I don't talk about a lot, and we don't ever talk about much, but tennis, women's tennis, moving on to a super regional. So congratulations to them. They were actually trailing 3-1 this weekend, came back and won 4-3. It took place at the Yarborough Tennis Center there in Auburn. This was the first round of the NCAA tournament, a regional play, so they're going to move on. 22-5, great season for them. The men, unfortunately, they fell to Wake Forest, so they did not move on from the regional. But next week or this week, Tigers will be on the road for the round of 16 versus the defending champion, Texas, who beat Michigan 4-0 there Saturday at Austin, Texas. So, or maybe, I think that's right. So, good luck to the women's tennis team as they move forward, trying to continue on. As Bruce continues to say, Auburn's not just a football school anymore. Terry's right. There's no getting around it. Football is the gas in the tank. That's what drives the boat, but we'd like to be known for more than just football.
Absolutely.
And we're getting that way. We certainly Auburn is branching out. This success in certain sports has kind of elevated the whole program around the whole athletic program. So,
Andy, women's golf. We were doing very well in women's golf. Are we done with women's golf? Do you know? I hate to put you on the spot.
I think we are. I think they
had a very good year.
They had a very good year as well. But I will check into that for sure.
I had a friend whose stepdaughter's on the golf team.
Okay. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with one final segment of the Auburn Blitz right after these messages.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Russell Do-It Center and building supply stores have the tools and materials to get the job done right, whether you're a professional contractor or just a weekend do-it-yourselfer. With everyday customer conveniences like a drive-through lumberyard, price match promise, and our Best Rewards program, each of our 9 locations offer top brands and building materials like lumber, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. Visit today and see what Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply can help you build tomorrow.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare. Serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Don't be caught in a dirty vehicle. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have your vehicle or boat looking like brand new in no time, and you'll be back driving in style. They specialize in detailing, paint correction, gel coat restoration, and ceramic coating. Take it to the professionals at Lake Martin Mobile Detailing. Call them today at 256-794-2328 or stop by and see them at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville. Mention this ad and receive $10 off. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing for your cleanest vehicles around.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
Need that boost to get you started in the morning or help get you through a long day at the office? Alex City Nutrition is your answer. Alex City Nutrition, located on 2nd Broad Street in downtown Alex City, offers meal replacement shakes, post-workout shakes, extreme rebuild products, and a vast array of loaded teas that offer focus, energy, and build up your immunity and overall health. Want to buy in bulk? We now offer your favorite flavors by the gallon. Come by Alex City Nutrition today or call 256-496-8284 to begin your journey to great health.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Growing your business isn't just one thing, it's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local Cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done, day after day. Visit ThompsonCat.com, your compact equipment provider.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this beautiful Monday afternoon. Ty is Johnny on the spot, or Johnny is Ty on the spot, one or the other. The women's golf is in Stillwater, Oklahoma, in the regional first round of the regional today. So there you go. Asking you shall receive.
Thank you, Ty. I appreciate it. I didn't think we were done, but I took your word for it because you're a wealth of knowledge. But in this case, Ty was on the spot, and
yes,
we appreciate it.
Yeah, and I'm going to answer it, and whether I know it or not, and I'm going to answer it with confidence.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it might be wrong. So, all right, it is May the 9th. Can you believe we're already at May the 9th?
It's crazy.
It's flying by. But on this day, May the 9th, 1987, Eddie Murray became the first player in Major League Baseball history to switch hit home runs in 2 consecutive games. Can you believe that?
Andy,
first player in Major League history.
Did you ever try to switch hit?
I did not. Left was just. I always looked like a girl throwing left-handed.
Okay.
So my left arm was just never.
Yeah. That's amazing to me. I mean, I'm left, hard left. I mean, but I write right and I eat right, but I throw left, I bat left. I tried the right-handed thing. I could. These guys that have that power. Who is it on Cole Foster?
Yeah.
My wife said, okay, he's batting right-handed this time. I said, honey, he bats opposite of the pitcher's throwing hand.
Mm-hmm. Now I could swing. Phenomenal. I could swing left-handed and with some power, but if I could hit, there was little to no chance I was actually going to make contact. But if I ever did, I could, but.
Well, that's either a gift or you have to put a ton of time into that.
No question about it. And but
that's amazing.
Mickey Mantle, Chipper Jones, Eddie Murray. There's a reason there's only a few of those guys that are Hall of Fame switch hitters.
Well said. Absolutely.
2010, on this day, the Oakland A's' Dallas Braden throws the 19th perfect game in Major League Baseball history. Mm-hmm. So kind of an auspicious day here, May the 9th. Yeah, I do remember that. Where's Dallas Braden now? I mean, did he do anything before or after? No. Yeah. It's just one of those weird things. A guy throws a perfect game. Happy birthday today, Harry Vardon. He was a golfer, won the British Open 6 times, and he won a U.S. Open as well. Born on this day, 1870. Hank Snow, I've been everywhere.
Oh, is that who that is?
That's him. 1914 born, died in 1999. Mike Wallace, son of his son is a Wallace. He was on Fox. Steve Wallace, right? No, is it Steve?
You got me on that.
I think he was on Fox News. Now he moved to CNN to do the CNN Plus, and it folded in about a month.
Bad timing.
It's bad timing. Or bad judgment.
Yes.
Whichever.
Yeah.
Pancho Gonzalez, born on this day, 1928. He was won the U.S. Open, won Wimbledon, and won French Open doubles title. A tennis player back in the early days. Albert Finney, fine actor, 1936. Dave Prater. You know who Dave Prater is? Mm-mm. You being a musician. Mm-mm. Dave Prater of Sam and Dave.
Oh, okay.
Sam Moore and Dave Prater.
Yes.
I'm a soul man.
Yeah. Soul Town on my Sirius XM. I hear.
Is that right?
Yeah, some of that. Yeah.
James L. Brooks, creator, producer, director. TV shows like Taxi, Murphy Brown, The Simpsons, among others.
Oh, mercy.
Candace Bergen, speaking to Murphy Brown. She was also on Saturday Night Live.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Calvin Murphy, basketball player, pretty good basketball player. Billy Joel. I bet you do some Billy Joel songs.
I don't.
No? Mm-mm. No Piano Man, no any of them, huh?
No.
Okay.
Is he still doing his standing weekly shows at Madison Square Garden?
He does a weekly show?
Yes.
I did not know that.
He was doing a weekly show 2 nights at Madison Square Garden, ongoing, and every one of them a sellout.
I had not heard
imagine that.
Wow.
Yeah. I take that back. Just the Way You Are. I've done that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Allie Mills, she played the mom on the Wonder Years, 1951. Kevin Peter Hall, he was a really about a 7-foot tall black guy. He played the Predator in the Predator movies.
Didn't see
in the first one. He played Harry in Harry and the Hendersons. He played the Sasquatch.
Oh, really? I love that movie.
Tony Gwynn, one of the greatest hitters of all time. 1960, I think 8-time batting champ.
Yeah.
Tony Gwynn. Steve Yzerman, Hall of Famer, right winger. David Benoit played at Alabama. Went on and played in the NBA as well. Canada.
Yeah.
Brandon Webb, pretty good sinker ball pitcher. Rosario Dawson, lovely young actress, 1979. Prince Fielder, son of Cecil, born on this day, 1984. And Jake Long, son of Howie.
I wanted to say.
Born on this day, 1985. Also a pretty good football player in his own right. All right, we got to go. He's David. I'm Andy. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk again soon.